So let me ask you this question, Patrick. What's
Yes,
the
sir.
difference between term life insurance and whole life insurance?
Excellent question. Excellent question. The difference between the two, definitely the price. But I'm gonna break down term for you, and I'm gonna give you the price of some amounts of both of them, and
Mm,
see what the amount is for both of them. But
okay.
a term policy, you can have a 10-year term, a 20-year term, 30-year term, even 35-year term. Okay,
Wow.
you can have all those. Okay, and a whole life insurance, and a whole life is that type of insurance covers you your whole life.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's called whole life. Okay, but another form of whole life is you have universal life insurance. It's just another form of whole life. Then you have variable life insurance. It's just another form of whole life. But those are pretty expensive. Okay. Now again, the terms are, again, it can be 10, 20, 30, 35. Those are gonna be the terms. So when that time comes, when that policy term, you're ready to term, you know, you have options.
Mm,
You can re-up, get another term. But what if you to the point where you have accumulated enough money, then necessarily you don't need life insurance.
mm.
Example, why continue to pay for something you don't need? My goal is to get people to a point where you are financially in a better place. Okay, but let me give you the numbers real quick. Okay, a term policy, and this is a term policy for 100,000 for 30 years. Okay, 100,000 for 30 years. It'll be $30.19. Okay,
That, that's a month.
that's a month.
Okay,
That's a
wow.
month.
Okay.
Okay, now this is a whole life policy. 100,000 for $94.40.
Mm,
Okay, but again, that's your whole life. You pay that every month. You pay that every month, your whole life. But a whole life policy is built where it's supposed to be a savings element with it. Okay, where money is going into like in an investment for you. Okay, but they don't tell you money don't start going into there. I've seen some policies the money don't start going into there to the third year of that policy, and then
mm,
on some of them, money don't start going into that savings to 8 years in that policy. Okay, and then not only that money is going in there, it's growing at a slow rate. It's growing anywhere at they guarantee at 4%.
mm.
Okay, and 4%. This is the thing I like to educate people on is, and this is the rule of 72. Okay, and what the rule of 72 teaches is take the interest rate. Like for example, in that policy, it says 4%. Okay, you divide 72 by the number of 4. That lets you know how long it takes your money to double one time. Okay,
Mm.
the rule of 72, using 4, 72 divided by 4, that's 18. That means if you have, let's say you have $10,000, it would take that $10,000 18 years to double to $20,000.
Mm.
Now, I'm not a rocket scientist, but do you want to wait that long for your money to double?
Hell no.
Nah, not at all.
Nah, especially when there are vehicles out there that your money could double faster.
Right.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? Because again, now remember we talked about the 100,000 in the term versus the whole. That's almost a $70 difference. Okay, and what do you do with that money that you're saving here? You invest that money yourself. You know, why would you let a company invest your money that has an insurance policy with it? And then see, in order to access your money in the whole life policy, you have to borrow your money. And
Mm.
then not only borrow it, you have to pay it back at anywhere from a 6 to 8% interest rate. You have to pay that back. Okay. So my thing again, but it's to each his own. My thing is lay it out for you, I'm here to give you all your options.
Right.
It's up to you what you select. I'm not going to tell you to do this or do that. It's up to you. You have to make that decision. But everybody I know that I've encountered, again, I don't see where anyone needs to get a policy like a whole life policy, a universal life policy, a variable life policy. Now, are some situations where if they can't get covered with term, some insurance is better than no insurance.
That's right.
Okay. So, but again, the prices, man, the price disparity is humongous because
So you're not to cut you off, but so you're not really for the whole life policy. You're saying the term life policy makes more sense with a certain strategy.
Right. With a certain, if you invest with it, yes, you have to invest with a term life policy now, because guess what's going to happen? It's going to turn. Again, that's not a surprise. So you have to invest with that. Right. You have to invest with that. So yes, but again, I have some situations where people have whole life policies because that's just what they wanted. And I'm not going, even though, for example, Cool B, I can tell you, look, man, this is the best for you as far as, let's say, eating something or doing this or just something. And I'm letting you know this is the best. But you say, nah, man, Pat, I still want to just do this. I want to do this. I'm not going to argue with you. Okay, because again, that's your prerogative. You're a grown man. You're gonna make your own decisions, and that's one thing I realized when dealing with people, man. People are people, man. Yeah. they want to make their own choices, even though you lay it out to them. You lay it out. I mean, you can lay it out like red carpet. They still gonna go left. You like, seriously? Okay, but I mean, again, that's their prerogative, man.